Welcome to Around the Kinky Campfire podcast. This is your host, the Cuddle Gigolo, aka El Comidon, aka Mango Boogies, but also known officially as HH Julius, your entertainment creative. I'm here with Miss Rue, our education guru, and our goal in this podcast is to destigmatize the taboo topics of kink, non-monogamy, and BDSM. We like to educate through awareness and with our experiences, and we are not certified professionals as of yet. So our non-judgmental topics with a dash of facts are to be taken mostly as entertainment and with, some slice of life anecdotal stories. Your opinions, lifestyles, and or way of thinking may not be in alignment with ours, but your opinion, lifestyle, way of thinking is also okay as well. And the fact that you have an opinion is valid. We're not here to change your minds. We are here just to provide a different point of view. Please join us every second and fourth Thursdays of every month, and our episodes are uploaded to all major platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, etc., etc. Please look forward to this coming episode, as it will start shortly, and make sure to especially pay attention to our ASR Minute, which will start very soon. Welcome to Around the Kinky Campfire. Grab a seat, pour a drink, and let's turn up the heat. This is the podcast where we explore the wild, wonderful, and sometimes wicked world of kink, BDSM, and alternative lifestyles. Whether you're a seasoned player, a curious newbie, or just here for the stories, we've got something for you. Join us on Thursdays on your favorite podcast platform as we share experiences, dive into deep discussions, and may even spark a little fire of your own. No shame, no judgment, just real talk around the kinky campfire. Let's get lit. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode Around the Kinky Campfire. Hopefully I didn't blow the mics out. We're still testing this little joker out here and see how that turns out there. But I have backup audio, so we'll see how it goes. This is your host, the phenomenal H.H. Julius Marquise, or just Julius. As you can see, at least on a Friday, I'm here on my couch once again for another episode of Round the Kinky Campfire. And for those listening, it is Thursday where we have new episodes. We are testing the video, so thank you to everybody that downloads the Thursday and then watches the Friday and all that in between. Before we get started into the episode, y'all know what time it is. We are doing our ASMR 5 seconds. And once again, not sponsored, I have the Piedra Azul, Agave Azul, 40% Blanco, hecho en Mexico, hecho Piedra Azul, Piedra, 100% agave. Not sponsored, but still very amazing. And we'll get into the ASMR 2 seconds in 3, 2, 1. That's so cold. We almost made it to a whole 10 seconds there. Yay! Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, that's cold. All right, so today's episode, we're going to get very serious right into it, okay? It is about communities. Y'all were very cliquey when I talked about communities before, so we're going to talk about it again because I, Julius, am very opinionated about communities and social groups or whatever. We need to stop the clickiness. I'll tell you that right now. Stop with this all clickiness bullshit. I realize that most of us lost our social skills during quarantine, but we still got to get over this clicky shit, okay? Welcome the new people and stop being so goddamn judgy when they try to come in and learn information.
I'm talking to you, queer people, kinky people, actually everybody. You fucking swingers do that shit. Everybody does this crap. Theater kids. Everyone wants to stick to their cliques and not welcome in the new people. And I realize a lot of these communities are turnstile based, so they end up like cycling through people, which is something that just happens. You know what? Can't control that shit, but you can control you being nice. And I'm firing off the bat now because I already recorded one episode, so I'm a little bit warmed up. So now we get spicy language, a lot more cussing. More tequila was consumed. Not sponsored. So yeah, the cookiness really needs to stop. So hopefully, once you get done with this, listening to this episode, at least somebody will just go out and bring the new person in and be welcoming, not just the leader of the group. Thank y'all for leading those that do these different groups. Your work is greatly appreciated. Good Lord, the rest of y'all though, God dang it, just welcome in the new people. Okay, so why am I passionate about the communities things? Because most of us are born. Yep, I would say all of us are born. If you're listening to this, you were born. And you were indoctrinated into a culture, a community that you had no choice in. I know for me, I didn't have a choice in being born. I just was. One day, I came out and I was stuck into this world. And as you can see, I have a certain skin tone, so I got indoctrinated into a certain culture. And once again, the lights are not on. So, still work in progress. Good time. I got indoctrinated into a culture that I had no opinion about, and I grew up in that culture. For the most part, it was pretty good. Learn life lessons and use that in life. That's just how it is. Yeah, there, and religion was part of it, and there's the pros and cons of that particular religion. If y'all don't know, I am a guilty Christian kid. I have that Christian guilt from many long years of being in it. And yeah, still working on that stuff. The fucking is terrible, and it's like I feel bad about it. And the kink stuff is, there's all kinds of stuff going along with that as well. And we embrace it now. We working through it, working with it. And that's where, the meditation, talked about that last episode. Meditation helps with that kind of shit too. Shame and guilt. It's like, Ma, they want it. Without going into details, there's negotiation. We have a talk, and we talk about hard limits and soft limits, and they request it. It's consensual because consent is sexy. So stuff happens, and they consent to it. And I still have trouble with that. But that's not so much the community thing. It's just part of the communities, and a lot of people that are part of the communities are wanting this stuff, and I'm obliging because it's negotiated and we talk about it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the other that stuff, the previous history. Now, back onto the cliquishness of it all, is that I chose this community. So I was raised with certain communities and cultures that I didn't necessarily choose. As I said, I didn't choose to be born, but I will say that the non-monogamous, the queer, that one I didn't choose. That doesn't really count. Being part of the communities, I did choose. Also kink. Kink community I did choose. And the geek. I chose to be part of those communities, but as far as like my identity is, didn't really choose that part of it. But the communities I chose to be in, I voluntarily went into those communities and became part of them and did the whole rigmarole to get into there, the social probation period and all that stuff, and made friends. A lot of those friends I had for many years. Have and had both. And it was a struggle at first trying to make friends, but if you stick around long enough, you make it through that social probationary period, or even 2 years after, 5 years after, eventually you make friends. So just got to stick it out. Yeah, it's simple. That's it. Episode over. No, I'm just joking. That's not it. That's not all I got to say in this episode, but the community, especially as an adult, you get some choice in it. You get to choose kind of sort of how you want to present yourself and who you want to hang around. And the tribe that you bring in is that's something you choose for the most part as an adult. And I just want to talk about that now. So I was going to talk about some of the things. Go more specifically. First part is the probationary period, the social probationary period. I don't know about. No. There's some people that don't know about making friends. That's a whole nother episode. I can go kind of into that a little bit, but for those people that don't know, when you enter a group for the first time, people are going to act like they don't want you to be there. And there's going to be nice people in there as well. So it's a mix of all that stuff. But you're going to probably get a general feeling that they might not want you there. I'm just going to tell you now that that is not the intended case. They're probably just being insecure and introverted and not being very welcoming. But I will say, if you bear with it, bury your head through it, force your shit in there, into the stuff, whatever you want to call it, stick around. And eventually, they will begin to accept you. It's like your first 90 days at a new job. They have to see if you're serious about this. There's so much of a correlation between those two things, it's not even funny. I will just say, as somebody that goes to a bunch of different... Drink as for a suspense. Somebody that goes to a lot of different social groups, that shit happens all the time. And it's not just a swinger thing, non-monogamy thing. It's not just a queer thing, kink thing, geek thing, improv thing, theater thing. All the different groups are going to be like, oh, yeah, we like new people. And then they're going to act like they don't want you there. What the fuck is going on? I can confidently say this is a thing in America. Can't really say that about any other country, but they do that to you all the time. And this is what the social probationary period is. It's literally like 90 days. Hopefully it's not like 6 months. Sometimes it is. Depends on how frequent you go. And it fucking sucks. I tell you that right now. Oh, board games too. Those are all introverted motherfuckers. A lot of them, they all have introverted people. They just got to see that you're going to stick around. That's really what it is. It has nothing to do with you. So take your ego and shove it up your ass if you're one of those people, because they're not going to welcome you. It doesn't matter who you are. You got to stick around. So if they act like they don't want you there, it's really just them, and it has nothing to do with you. Them being insecure, and just like they see you there, you're like, oh yeah, you're a person, but it's not really like a thing about you. More so. I'm just gonna not even talk about the creepers. If you're one of those people, that's like a whole different training for you. I'm just talking about people in general. I'm generalizing in general. And sometimes it has to do with gender, but I'm speaking in general right now. So we're not attaching any gender in there. And we're just gonna forget about the creepers for now. Y'all some creepy motherfuckers, and you gotta work on that shit. I say it really simply, but it's really, if you don't know, then it's like, if you have trouble making friends and it's been years, then you might be a creeper. That's all there is to it. I just have a lot of experience with this in different groups, and you know what? If you have more experience, then let me know in the Instagrams or whatever. It's really an unwritten rule too. You don't realize it. If you've been socially isolated for a while, especially most of us coming out of quarantine, it's like,
welcome to the Around the Kinky Campfire podcast advice line. Got a burning question about kink, BDSM, relationships, and or navigating the wild world of alternative lifestyles? You've come to the right place. Whether you're looking for guidance, reassurance, or just a nudge in the right direction, we're here to help, judgment-free and with a dash of kinky wisdom. Send in your questions and let's talk it out by the fire. No topic is too taboo, no curiosity too small. We're all making mistakes, growing and exploring together. Submit your questions anonymously at Around the Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, at yahoo.com, or slide into our DMs at Twitter, Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, YouTube, Around the Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, or Instagram, Campfire Kinksters, campfire with a K. Let's keep the fire going.
Fuck. It's like it's not has nothing to do with you. That's the rough part. So if you're listening to this, campsters, and you like, I tried to go out and make friends, nobody wanted to talk to me, I stuck around for like 5, 10, 20 minutes and nobody said a word to me, so I just left. It's like, you gotta keep going back. It's not about you. They're all in their head and be like, oh, I couldn't talk to this person because I'm not cool enough, or I'm not the leader of the group, so I really shouldn't be introducing people, so I'm not going to say anything, or I'm just like creeped out in some way. This person has black hair or some shit, and they just didn't want to talk to you. Hopefully I didn't bump the mic there. And it's really not fair. It's not fair. It sucks. Got to go through it. Ugh. Yeah. And it's really, to give them the benefit of the doubt, sometimes you have not just creepers, it's just people just trying to sabotage shit and put stuff out on purpose. Not put stuff out on purpose. Just, they have to like see the world burn because they have a shitty life. And it's like, okay, we got to filter those people out too. So it's almost like a preservation thing too, because you have to like judge the person. No. Not just judge the person, but you have to like verify that person is not an asshole. And then they're going to stick around and actually contribute to the group in a positive way rather than suck out the energy in a negative way. I don't know how that would be positive. You're sucking out energy. Just sucking out energy in general. So I get it. Is this person cool? But once again, it has nothing to do with you. Okay, so that's it with the probationary period. You stick around, making it seem simple. I'm making it seem simple, but literally just stick around and show that you're not a creeper or you're not an asshole, and people will start to accept you. Try that first before you run away from the group. And we've all been there going to the place or even like being out in the parking lot. We turn around and go home. I've done that myself. I was going to the thing multiple times, to the event, and then just end up going to like Burger King or some shit, getting some dinner, and then going back home. And it's like, we'll try again next time. Did that for many years, even at the local watering hole. Went there and just turned around and went back home. That's a thing. And talking to a lot of people, certain social groups will help people out. They actually send somebody to the car to come get you. Like, all right, you'll be safe. And those people are nice. Learned that recently that a lot of people go through that same thing of like staying in the car and not going to the thing. It sucks, but keep going back and it'll be better. I'm trying to tell you, you just gotta keep trying. I mean, that's really all the episode is like stick through it, and eventually you'll be able to make friends. And I'll tell you, once you find that group that's made for you, I mean, most of it was like kink for me, and board games, is the people there most people are actually pretty cool if they've been socialized, and especially like the leaders of the group, most of the time they're pretty cool. If you don't, no, not going to talk about the dramas and stuff going on, but sometimes that happens. But for the most part, especially if you keep going to different groups as well, get out of that comfort zone and try to find new people and make new friends on a repeated basis, you will realize that most people are actually pretty nice. Contrary to the social medias, most people are pretty nice. My ice has melted. Yeah, most people are pretty nice. I guess I'd talk about differences in some of the groups. Obviously, there's more sexual activity in certain groups. But other than that, there's really not super... I mean, the dynamics, being an attached person versus a single person might make a difference. But as far as I've seen, most groups are diverse-ish for the most part. And that's pretty much it. I know for me, it's more like personal stuff that I find different. If somebody's throwing an event or something's going on, it's like I make my choices based on the activity that's going on. But there's people that are good with just open social landscape and can just talk to random people like that. That's totally a thing. Not so much with me. Still on the introvert side as far as I'm concerned. I will go to the place, but I can't handle just sitting there and just talking. That's like the worst. At least stand up and start talking because you can move around or whatever. But for me, it's like, okay. That's tough. I like a good board game because you can be entertained for hours and you don't have to like talk the whole time. You actually have an activity going on as well. It sparks conversation. But I will say look for opportunities to increase your social value, show off your personality. So hopefully you have something going on there. If you're having trouble making friends with people, it's probably because they don't know who you are and you just haven't opened up yourself enough. So keep going and eventually find a way to have a conversation so people can see your personality. That is a big thing. A lot of people think that they can show personality without talking. Which, how are they going to know your personality if you don't have any conversations with anybody? That makes no sense, people. Makes no sense whatsoever. So, yeah, be able to have a conversation with people. And remember, especially if it's a public event, you are allowed to be there. You are allowed to be there in a public place. So, have a conversation with people. Be able to talk to people. Because that's something you're going to have to do. And it's a necessary evil if you want to make friends. It's just something you're going to have to do there. And let's see, I'm just looking at my notes and just going to skip to the end because we're running out of time. Yeah, patterns across all the different communities. Talked about that. And vetting and vibe checks, red flags. If there's a lot of gossip going on, a lot of judginess, I'd rather just not. Especially if you see the leader being very cliquish and not opening up to people, that's really rough too. I would not recommend really being all around that kind of group, especially if there's sparking drama. Oh God, drama is the worst. Just stay away from that. That's horrible. Yeah. And then gossip and all that stuff like that. Horrible. Find yourself a welcoming group. Okay. Stick to a welcoming group. That is one of the things. But if nothing else, keep it going. That social probationary period. That's really just that's the rough one. I've not had it where I stuck around for whatever the probationary period was and didn't make friends. Even my introverted ass still managed to make friends. So I will say that's the easiest takeaway out of anything from here. If anybody takes anything from this episode, just stick around and be friendly. You don't even have to go around and be super social. Introduce yourself. That's pretty much it. And just be nice. That's really all it is right there. Just be nice and stick around. Cannot explain that enough. I don't understand. I don't know how I can make it any more simple than that. Especially me. I mean, I described myself before, and y'all can see me now. I've been called intimidating more than once, and I was just trying to be nice. And yet, I still made friends. So if I can do it, y'all can do it too. And I bumped the mic again. All right, really tame couple episodes here from Around the Kinky Campfire. Julius Marquise. Wanted to calm it down towards the end of the year. As y'all know, it's about that time to do rankings. I'm excited about rankings because we're going to do rankings on video. And then probably not from the couch because I'm going to need my computer and the screen and all that. But y'all know how it is with the rankings. We got to do all the rankings for 2025, see if they changed from last year. Future episode, future talking. Okay, that's it for now. Around the Kinky Campfire, new episodes on Thursdays, videos on Fridays now. I gotta start saying that in the thing, and then rate that and like and share and subscribe on the videos. And there's something else I was gonna say, and I forgot what it was now. But hit me up on the Yahoos and message me on Instagram if you have anything to say about communities. Let me know, because I like talking about all these different things, especially all the metrics and stuff like that. Make sure you're doing the experimenting. Go out there and try shit, write it down, and then show yourself gratitude, because at least you got out the parking lot, out the car, and went to the thing. Even if you stay there for 5 minutes, let me know how that goes. That's it for now. Hello.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Around the Kinky Campfire podcast. We love having you by the fire, and we love to hear from you. Got a kinky question, a steamy story, or a topic you want us to cover? Slide into our DMs and send us a message at Around the Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, at yahoo.com. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you're listening. Your support helps keep the flames burning and the conversations flowing. Follow us on Twitter, Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, YouTube, Around the Kinky Campfire, campfire with a K, or Instagram, Campfire Kinksters, campfire with a K. To stay in the loop, join the community and keep the kink alive between episodes on Thursdays. Until next time, stay safe, stay sexy, and keep that fire burning.